Alright guys, back with another video, distribution with decimals. It's going to be very similar to distribution with fractions. As you can see, we have a distribution problem here with a 0.3 being distributed into x minus 4. We're going to go ahead and draw our arrows to both terms inside the parentheses. And we will just go ahead and multiply these decimals out. 0.3 times x will give us 0.3x. And if you don't know, we'll keep this minus sign here. If you don't know what 0.3 times 4 is, go ahead and do it out on the side. 4 times 0.3. Again, if we're multiplying with decimals, we want to clear it out at the start and bring it back in at the end. I'm going to clear it out one time. 4 times 3 is 12. And I would have to move it back in that one time, so I get a 1.2. So 0.3x minus 1.2 equals negative 5.7. And if you don't like dealing with decimals, you can go ahead and use a technique. If you notice, a lot of the times the decimals will be in the same spot. I want to use those powers of 10 to clear the decimal out. If I'm going to move it one time on all of these, that means I'm going to be multiplying both sides of this equation by 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply to get rid of these decimals, because I know how much we all hate dealing with decimals. Like I said, just make sure you check to see the decimal location, and a lot of the times the decimal location's in the same spot. So we're going to be multiplying here both sides by 10. If we had to move the decimal twice, we would have been multiplying by 100. If we had to move it 3 times, we would have been multiplying by 1,000 on both sides. But since we only had to move it once, we're multiplying by 10. When we do that, our new equation will be written as 3x minus 12 equals negative 57. And that looks a lot easier to deal with than what we were doing before. Now it's back to those inverse operations, undoing what's being done to x. We want to get x by itself. So in order to do that, we have to add 12 because it's being subtracted here. We're going to add 12 to both sides. And we'll go draw our line, and same signs, add them up, different signs, subtract. These are different signs, so we need to subtract them. 57 minus 12 is 45. Keep the sign of the larger number, then you'll be exact. So over here we have a 3x, and we'll need to make sure that the negative, like I said, 45 is what we should get there. One step away from solving this problem, which we will have to divide both sides of this equation by 3. And our final answer will be x equals, and because I've done math for so long, I know that 45 divided by 3 is 15. So x will equal a negative 15. Hope you found this video useful. Again, if you are confused at all, come on in before or after school and get some help. Alright, see you in class.